Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please join us for our opening prayer, followed by the national anthem. Let's pray. Father, thank you for every day you've given to us to play basketball. Thank you for all these players, coaches, fans, and referees as they get safely here today. Pray that you keep all these girls safe out of the court today, protect them from any injuries, and I pray more than anything that all of our neighbor would be honoring to you. Pray this in your name. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Barnes Regional Education Center for today's game. If you're visiting Belhaven Losers. And your college shots. And now for the starting class. First, the visiting Blazers coached by Steve Howard and assisted by Michelle Slopes. A 5'9" junior guard from Humboldt to the senior Ruzio Ray Buchanan. A 5'10" senior forward from McLean, Mississippi, number 5, Zaire Burgess. A 5'8" freshman guard from Philadelphia, Mississippi, number 18, Shantasia Brown. A 5'8" junior guard from Racine, Louisiana, number 20, Courtney Lee. And a 5'10" junior power forward from Macomb, Mississippi, number 24, Ebony Gated. And now it's time to welcome the starting five for your college shots. Standing five foot forward, junior guard from Racine, Louisiana, number 4, Second time. Standing 5'11", junior forward from Cleveland, Tennessee, number 13,
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to you from Covenant College on top of Lookout Mountain in North Georgia for this presentation of Covenant College women's basketball here on the Scots Digital Network. Covenant Scots today will face off against the Belhaven Blazers, the 5th-ranked team in the conference. The Scots yesterday moved into 6th place with a 1-point win over the then 6th-place team in Huntingdon. And an early three-pointer here from Shantasia John puts the Blazers up 3 to start. Shantasia John, the leading scorer in the conference, averaging just over 20 points a game and having a very impressive season. She's a freshman from Philadelphia, Mississippi. The Belhaven Blazers, a Christian school out of Jackson, Mississippi, is where their main campus is. Nice pass from Kirsch, and Rouse gets the bounce and it rolls in. And it does appear, and I apologize for not seeing this initially, that the first shot of the game from Shantasia John was ruled a long two-pointer from the corner. So after that shot from the Blazers, it's now 4-2 Belhaven. Cosette Kirsch off the glass, misses. Rebound taken down by Courtney Lee, who scored that last basket for Belhaven. Shantasia John back to Lee. Lee's pass tipped and stolen from McIntosh, or by McIntosh, I should say. Shantasia John with a near steal there. McIntosh open. She's a deadly three-point shooter, and she misses her first attempt, and it's rebounded by the Blazers. Blazers in gray, the Scots in blue. Pass inside, looking for Zaire Burgess. Shantasia John collects the next pass, and it's a missed layup there. 8 on the shot clock. Down to 7 as Courtney Lee lines up a jumper that misses. Offensive rebound by Burgess, and she's fouled going back up. That foul will be on Karis McIntosh, her first personal. And so here comes Zaire Burgess to the free throw line, 5'10" senior from Lafayette, Mississippi, or probably Lafayette from down there. There's a few towns around the U.S. spelled that way. Down in Georgia, there's a town called Lafayette that's spelled that way, about 35 minutes south of here. Sometimes you never know which one is the correct pronunciation, especially if you live in this area. Kirsch, nice crossover, kicks it out to Ruthie Moore as the shot clock winds down to 10. McIntosh driving left, looking for an extra pass, 5 on the shot clock. Ruthie Moore back to Kirsch. Kirsch will probably shoot it here. She does, and draws the foul just before the shot clock expires. Foul is on Shantasia John, her first personal. So Cosette Kirsch, who had herself her best game of the year probably yesterday, 24 points and 3 steals, shot very well from the field overall, and was a big reason why the Scots came away with a 1-point win yesterday. That 1-point win is not necessarily indicative of how the score actually turned out. It was a back-and-forth affair for most of the game as Kirsch hits the second free throw. The Scots and the Huntingdon Hawks kept trading baskets and trading scoring runs at each other as Ruthie Moore comes away with a steal on the interior pass. And the Scots got a big run late in the fourth quarter, went up by 4. And then A.B. Davis of Huntingdon hit a three-pointer that bounced on the rim a couple of times. Jump ball here will go to the Scots. The ball bounced off the rim a couple of times on the shot from A.B. Davis, dropped through the rim, or dropped through the net, I should say. But there were only 0.4 seconds left on the clock. So all the Scots had to do was get the ball into a teammate and the game was over, and that's exactly what they did, and they came away with a 1-point win. Squires unable to catch that pass. Shantasia John with a no-look to Burgess, who was fouled. What a play by Shantasia John. And Zaire Burgess will head back to the free throw line. Burgess averaging 14 points a game this year and 10 rebounds. So averaging a double-double is the 5'10" senior Zaire Burgess. Belhaven came into this game with a record of 9-6. They are 5-3 in conference play. So if the Scots are to win today, that would not move them into 5th in the conference, but it would get them closer to surpassing Belhaven for better seeding for the conference tournament coming up in a few weeks as the Blazers score again to make it 8-4, and the Scots need a basket here. Zaire Burgess again with 4 points now. Trying to go to Squires was Breezy Savage. Abby Witt finds herself open on the wing for 3 and misses it, and a loose ball foul here against the Blazers. It's on number 24, Ebony Gaydon. And yet they're giving Belhaven the ball. They initially ruled that it would be Covenant ball on the baseline. Interesting call there. Here's Gaydon driving inside, and Squires is going to be whistled for a personal as she contested that shot from 5'10" junior Ebony Gaydon, who will head to the free throw line. Gaydon, the third leading scorer on this Belhaven team, averaging 12 points a game and also averaging 8 rebounds. Left-handed shooter knocks in the first free throw. The Belhaven Blazers, a new addition to the Covenant Scots schedule this year, as they split from the USA South that they were in for the last several years and formed a new conference with many of the same opponents that they've had before in the new Collegiate Conference of the South, or the CCS. And they got Belhaven to join them. Here's Ruthie Moore lining up a 3 from the wing, and it's good. Ruthie Moore makes it a 3-point game. 10-7 Blazers, 6:02 remaining first quarter. Attempted pass looking for Burgess. Ebony Gaydon, pull-up jumper over Squires is no good. Rebound Amanda Neff, who checked in just a minute ago. Savage on the baseline, drives to her right and gets fouled. Trying to block the baseline was Ebony Gaydon and picked up a foul. And the Blazers will send in number 22, Elijah Gamble. She takes Reagan Buchanan's spot. Savage feeding it deep to Ruthie Moore, and she's fouled. Foul is on Shantasia John. That is going to be her second. And with as prolific a scorer as Shantasia John is, they're going to try and take her out of the game for now and save her for later. And in her stead, they will put in Jordan Jeffries, number 2. Savage looking, finally gets it to Squires in the corner. McIntosh resets with 17 on the shot clock. Squires trying her patented step-through move. Ball's loose, and it's picked up by Burgess of Belhaven. Belhaven Blazers leading 10-7, 5:22 remaining first quarter. Glad you've joined us here on the Scots Digital Network. Here's Burgess with a baseline jumper, misses. Rebound Squires. Her pass tipped and stolen back by Burgess. And a drive by Courtney Lee will result in a foul. A lot of fouls called early in this first quarter. Another foul against Squires. That's her second. So Squires will come out of the game. Megan Rouse, the starting center, will come back in. Courtney Lee, junior from Raceland, Louisiana, at the line for 2, and she puts in the first one. Lee this season, averaging just under 4 points a game. 2 rebounds in about 20 minutes per game as she misses the second free throw. As we go under 5 minutes remaining first quarter, 11-7, 2-possession lead for the Blazers. McIntosh on the right wing. Dumps it into Rouse on the pick and roll, and she traveled. Failed to take a dribble before stepping, did Rouse, and a turnover by the Scots. And now that we have the stoppage of play, we're under 5 minutes remaining in the quarter, so there's going to be immediate timeout. 4:49 remaining first quarter. Belhaven leads 11-7 early here at Barnes PE Center. Belhaven Blazers with the ball, leading 11-7. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to play first quarter. Ruthie Moore with a nice play, and here's a steal. 3-on-1, Moore finds Kirsch. Nobody there, and she lays it in. And it's down to a 2-point game. Good defensive play by the senior Ruthie Moore. Burgess trying to feed it inside, and the ball goes off of the intended teammate, Hale Poindexter, 6'2" forward center from Houston, Texas, that Burgess tried to find inside. So the Scots can tie or take the lead here. Kirsch out to McIntosh for the lead, yes! Karis McIntosh, who had 21 points and drained 5 of her 7 3-point attempts in yesterday's game, is now 1 for 2 today, and the Scots have a 12-11 lead. Nice feed from Burgess, and there is what they were looking to do just a moment ago. Hale Poindexter goes off the glass and puts the Blazers up 13-12. McIntosh with a crossover, kicks it out. Ruthie Moore for 3, missed it, and the rebound by Poindexter. Ruthie Moore does not shoot a ton of 3-pointers, but she can hit them occasionally. Moore with another nice deflection there, and it will stay with Belhaven. 21 on the shot clock. Breezy Savage and Alyssa Moore will check in for the Scots. McIntosh and Megan Rouse will take a breather. So Abby Witt drops down to the center position for now. Short jumper, Poindexter is good, and Belhaven extends their lead to 3 with 3:23 to play first quarter. Kirsch, surprised she didn't take that 3-point attempt right there. Ruthie Moore on the drive, blocked by Poindexter, gets her own board and throws a pass that was deflected by a Belhaven defender. Here comes Shantasia John back in the game. Keep in mind she has 2 personal fouls already, so she has to be careful as we only are 7 minutes into this game or so. Posting up is Witt. Senses the double team. Kirsch on the kick. Bricks the 3. Rebound taken down by Jordan Jeffries. Shantasia John inside Burgess. Back outside. 3-pointer. Missed it. Did Elijah Gamble. And the Scots come back the other way. 3-pointer will tie. 2-pointer will cut it to 1. They go to Witt at the elbow. Back to Kirsch. Kirsch driving right, goes off the glass, missed the rim entirely. And here comes Jordan Jeffries. Belhaven looking to reassume a 2-possession lead. They go to Burgess at the free throw line, drives against Witt, goes off glass, misses. Witt trying to corral the rebound and does have it and gets fouled, trying to secure it. Foul is on Zaire Burgess, her first personal. Rouse, McIntosh, and Neff come back in the game. Kirsch, Alyssa Moore, and Abby Witt will sit down for just a moment, collect their breath. As we're just about to go under 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. McIntosh nearly traveled, but kept her dribble alive. Finds Savage open for 3. That doesn't fall. Loose ball goes off of Hale Poindexter, who was battling with Rouse down low for that rebound. Rouse back to Savage, and before the shot, there was a travel. Again, a Scott taking an extra little shuffle to try and set themselves for the shot, but failing to remember they need to dribble first. Seen that mistake a lot from a lot of players in this modern game. Shantasia John's 3 blocked by Amanda Neff. Savage to Neff, trying to complete it with a 3. It doesn't fall, and Shantasia John with a board up ahead. Burgess trailed by Ruthie Moore, who knocks it out of her hands. Ruthie Moore did that a couple of times yesterday. One of the better defenders on this Scots team. Jaden Coleman, number 13, comes in for Belhaven. First time she's been in the game. Coleman will get a shot to start, and it rolls in for 3, or for 2. The referee just signaled that was a 2. So the score now 17-12. Here's McIntosh pulling the trigger, missed it. Neff kicks it out, Savage, she's open for 3. That doesn't go either. Megan Rouse, another offensive rebound. McIntosh, dribble, pull up, doesn't go. Burgess finally corrals a defensive rebound for the Blazers. Under a minute to go, first quarter, 17-12, Blazers on top. Scott's looking to creep closer in the standings to Belhaven, who currently sit at 5th in the conference. Here's Poindexter, who tried to turn and fire and was stuffed by 2 defenders. McIntosh for 3. She's missed a couple of consecutive shots now. And the shot clock and game clock virtually with no difference as Burgess hits the short shot. Shot clock is now officially turned off. 13 seconds remaining. 19-12 Blazers. Now down to 5 seconds or so. McIntosh has to shoot. And she apparently did not realize that the clock was about to run out. So the quarter will end on that note. Belhaven goes on a little run to close out the first quarter, and they lead 19-12 here at Barnes PE Center. This is a presentation of Covenant Scots women's basketball on the Scots Digital Network, powered by EPB Fiber Optics. Second quarter getting underway. Belhaven 19 and Covenant 12 at the start of the second quarter here. Quick shot there, does not go for Elijah Gamble, and the Scots come back the other way. Pretty good turnout of fans today. That is scholarship weekend here at Covenant College, so I'm sure there are a lot of potential future students that are observing a basketball game here on a Saturday afternoon. Here's Kirsch with a drive. Lefty layup doesn't go, and Kirsch somehow gets her own rebound. They go to Rouse inside. Nice move by the junior Megan Rouse, who scores. She faked out the defense pretty well there and cut it to 5. Megan Rouse, the junior from Cleveland, Tennessee. Shantasia John airballs the three-pointer. Shantasia John, after hitting her first shot of the game, has not made a shot since. She's now 1 for 4 from the field. Here's Ruthie Moore driving left, goes off glass, missed it. Loose ball picked up there by Coleman. Coleman waiting on some help, now gets it. Here's a long jump shot that misses, but Shantasia John underneath grabs the rebound and gets fouled trying to put it back. It's going to go against Karis McIntosh. That's her second. So McIntosh will come out of the game. And Reagan Buchanan also comes in for Belhaven. 2 shots for Shantasia John. Puts in the first one. And misses the second, but somehow Zaire Burgess, with springs in her shoes, grabs that offensive rebound. John gets the handoff. Nice feed. Kick back outside, swing over to the right, and the three-pointer is good from Reagan Buchanan. So Reagan Buchanan extends the Belhaven lead to 9, 23-14 with just about 8 minutes remaining in the first half. And Witt's pass knocked down by Zaire Burgess, who goes all the way and scores plus the foul. It has been Zaire Burgess's game so far. Foul was on Megan Rouse. And Coach Skylar Bareford wants a timeout. So a free throw will be coming up for Zaire Burgess to try and complete the three-point play. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Back in just a moment. 25-14 Belhaven, 7:54 remaining, second quarter. Zaire Burgess will attempt to complete the three-point play, and she does. So Zaire Burgess close to double-figure scoring now with 9 points. And Belhaven leads 26-14. Abby Witt up top finds Kirsch, who pulls the trigger and misses the three. Loose rebound picked up there by Gaydon. Coleman to Shantasia John. That's a long jumper, misses. Gets her own board, goes off the glass and puts it back in. And the Blazers now are doubling up the Scots, 28-14 with 7:17 remaining in the second quarter. And Rouse throws it away, intended for Savage, but Rouse threw it too high. So the Scots running into some trouble on the offensive end, unable to counter Belhaven's attack. And the Scots will send in a few new subs here. Tori Caldwell in the game for the first time. Alyssa Moore back in there for the second or third time. Amanda Neff also checks in, and Sydney Jones appears for the first time in the last couple of games. Did not see Jones in yesterday's game. She's in there in these crucial moments here. Coleman, Savage staying in front. Gaden the drive, goes right by Jones, misses the layup, and Jones comes down with the rebound, but then loses it. Jump shot misses. Burgess grabs the loose ball. Caldwell tied it up, but a foul was called. It's on Amanda Neff. That's her first. A lot happening there on that possession for Belhaven. 26 on the shot clock and counting. 6:40 remaining in the second quarter. They go to Burgess against Jones. Quick turnaround hook shot is nothing but net. And Belhaven now leads 30-14. And the Blazers have been doing it primarily without a ton of scoring contribution thus far from their leading scorer, Shantasia John, and the leading scorer in the entire conference. It's been a very well-rounded scoring attack as Caldwell with a short jump shot doesn't get the roll. Rebound Gaden. And a timeout whistled by Belhaven coach Steve Calder. Interesting call, as Belhaven would have probably had an easy layup there. But the timeout is called, and with 6:03 remaining second quarter, it's a 30-14 Belhaven lead. .16 lead for Belhaven. Scots in desperate need of a run, but the Blazers have the ball, so first they need to stop. Zaire Burgess, who's been one of the most important X factors today for the Blazers offense, and crashing the boards. Here's Gaden on the drive, tried to go to the reverse and missed Sydney Jones with her second rebound. Amanda Neff circling the wagons, gets it to Savage. It's probably a bad way to put it, as Alyssa Moore tried to recover that ball and went out of bounds and will go over to Belhaven. Here's Shantasia John trying a three. That doesn't go. Amanda Neff chases down the loose ball, and a nice save to Savage. Savage to the no-look and gets rejected inside by Gaden. Nothing going the Scots' way in this second quarter. Belhaven is on an 11-0 run in the last 4 minutes and a 19-2 run overall in the last 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Scots have had no answers in this second quarter for the Belhaven offense. Caldwell drives baseline, kicks it out Savage. Goes to Alyssa Moore in the post. 5 on the shot clock as Savage floats it up and misses off the glass. Rebound Gayden. John trying to look for Burgess, and it was loose and picked back up by Coleman somehow. I thought Savage surely had that steal. And we've got a foul here as Caldwell and Burgess nearly had a frightening collision. Tori Caldwell gets whistled for the foul as she unintentionally undercut Burgess, who jumped up for that board. Scott send back in their starting 5. McIntosh, Kirsch, Witt, Rouse, and Ruthie Moore. Trying to get an offensive spark as Gayden goes off the glass and misses. Zaire Burgess with another rebound. Buchanan, shot rejected by Rouse, and it goes out of bounds. Burgess again was down on the floor, and Rouse had to be careful, trying not to run her over or trip over her, trying to get that rebound. Gayden thought about it, didn't take it. 5 on the shot clock. Buchanan has to put it up and rejected by Rouse on a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Scots there on that possession. Belhaven sends back in Courtney Lee. Covenant still trailing 30-14 with 3:44 to go, second quarter. Rouse to McIntosh. McIntosh finds space and misses another 3 badly. McIntosh has really struggled today from downtown. She's missed her last 3 or 4 shots in a row, and they haven't been close. Trying to go to Burgess inside was Gayden, and the ball goes off of Belhaven and will be Covenant ball. Scots would love to get a big run going in the last 3:15 before the half and give themselves some momentum. Inside McIntosh, good feed, and McIntosh again with a miss. Today has not been her day so far. Coleman the drive, floats it up and gets the roll. So a 4-point swing there as McIntosh blew a sure layup and Coleman went down the other way and scored. Here's Kirsch going inside, and she finishes with the left hand. Here's Gayden going up and fouled. I believe that's going to be on Megan Rouse. That is her second personal foul. So Ebony Gayden will head back to the charity stripe. So far, Gayden 2 for 2 from the line, 2 points and 7 rebounds today. Zaire Burgess has been the best scorer for the Blazers today. She already has 11 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists and steals. As Gayden puts in the second free throw, she goes 1 of 2. Tori Caldwell checks in for Rouse. 2:36 remaining, 33-16 Belhaven. McIntosh, errant pass, and Courtney Lee is going to watch it go out of bounds. Absolutely nothing has gone right in this second quarter. Scots have been outscored 14-4 here in quarter number 2. And they desperately need some signs of life. Shantasia John to the corner. Coleman open for 3. Doesn't get the roll. Fortunate break for the Scots as Coleman was open. Ruthie Moore looking up, finds McIntosh, who mishandled the pass. Scots recover. Ruthie Moore turns and fires. Short. Rebound John. Under 2 minutes remaining in the half. Here's Burgess going and a travel. And Burgess knew it. Smiling knowingly. Strolling back down to the other end of the floor. So a Belhaven turnover. Their seventh of the game. Here's Moore trying to throw it to Witt in the post, and Burgess was there defensively to knock it away. Elijah Gamble back in the game for Belhaven. Jaden Coleman will sit down. 4 points, 2 rebounds, and a couple of assists for Coleman in 10 minutes of play. Solid 10 minutes from Coleman. Savage fakes the three from the corner, and a foul on the entry pass, I believe. It's on Courtney Lee. Her first personal. First team foul in the second quarter for Belhaven. McIntosh trying to go to Abby Witt in the post, and it's stolen. Here comes Ebony Gaydon, who lays it in at the other end. And now another steal. Courtney Lee stole it right out of Ruthie Moore's hands. McIntosh, however, recovers nicely and brings it up the floor after Ruthie Moore got the save. Abby Witt, corner three on the way. Doesn't go. Tori Caldwell, the offensive board. She misses the layup. And rebound Burgess with under a minute to go. 35-16 Blazers. And the Blazers with a chance to go up by 20 plus heading into halftime. Blazers in no hurry whatsoever. Courtney Lee, pull-up jump shot is good. And it's a 21-point lead for the Belhaven Blazers. Shot clock is turned off, 25 seconds on the game clock. We'll see if the Scots try and set it up for one final shot. It looks like they're going to try, unless they can get something earlier than that. Savage finds herself open and hits the three. Hopefully that'll get something going for the Scots offense. 37-19, 5 seconds remaining. Shantasia John gets it to Lee. Lee puts up a desperation heave at the buzzer, and it falls short. And we will head into halftime. 37-19, Belhaven on top after a big second quarter. And we'll see if the Scots can come out firing on offense when we come back. 15 minutes for halftime, and then we'll return with second half action. This is a presentation of Covenant Scots Women's Basketball on the Scots Digital Network, powered by EPB Fiber Optics. Second half just about to get underway. The Belhaven Blazers had a huge second quarter, outscoring the Scots 18-7. And they now lead 37-19 as we begin the third quarter. Scots will have the ball and will look to go on a big run to try and get themselves back in this game. They could try to go to McIntosh in the post, and she's grabbed. I believe that was by Courtney Lee. So Lee with her second foul. And the pass tipped. Rouse finds it and gets the roll. So the Scots, who got one of the last basket of the second quarter, as Ebony Gayden scores there. Scots got the first basket of the third quarter, but then Gayden's layup neutralized that. Here's Witt, cannot handle that pass. Kirsch goes back to McIntosh up top. Kirsch trying a three, and that's good from the left wing. Cassette Kirsch, who, as I mentioned in the first half, had a very good game yesterday, trying to get going again in the second half. A couple of foul shots coming up as Abby Witt picks up her first foul. Two shots for junior guard Reagan Buchanan, who's from Humboldt, Tennessee. Goes 1 for 2, but Burgess with the offensive board gets another offensive board and is blocked and fouled by Rouse. So after all of that, we'll have more free throws. Abby Witt with her second foul, and she can't believe it. I thought Rouse was the closest one to the play, but they gave the foul to Abby Witt. Zaire Burgess, who had 11 points in the first half. The only player in any double figures of either team. Goes 1 for 2 here. Another offensive board and another foul. But this time it's a loose ball foul on Belhaven's Ebony Gayden. Gayden with her second foul. 41-24, Scots trail, 9 minutes remaining third quarter. McIntosh loses the ball as she slips in the lane, and it's picked up by Belhaven. McIntosh has really struggled today as Burgess misses the shot off the glass, and it goes out of bounds and will be Scots' ball. Today just has not been McIntosh's day in most regards of the game. Just 1 of 6 from the field. Here's Kirsch getting a give and go and gets the basket on the foul. Nice play with Kirsch and Ruthie Moore running the give and go. So Kirsch to complete the three-point play and cut the deficit to 14. Unable to do so, rebound Gayden. So it's a 15-point game, 8:30 remaining third quarter. Aaron pass inside, stolen by the Scots. Trying to go to Burgess. Kirsch dribbling left, reverse right layup, no. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out Ruthie Moore, and she elected not to pull the trigger. And the pass goes off Buchanan, but Kirsch finds it. 8 on the shot clock. Ruthie Moore gets in the lane and finds nobody there and lays it in. 13-point game. Here's Courtney Lee the other way, and she's rejected by Rouse. Scots have looked very good in the opening minutes of this third quarter. They've outscored Belhaven by 6 in this quarter so far. Abby Witt is fouled on the drive. It's on Gaden. That's her third, so she's going to come out of the game. Replaced by Hale Poindexter. Savage and Squires also check in for the Scots here. Rouse and McIntosh will take a rest. Abby Witt, quick trigger jumper is good. That's Abby Witt's first basket of the game, and she cuts it to 11. Something also interesting to keep up with, Belhaven's already up to 4 team fouls with 7:15 remaining third quarter, so the next team foul will give the Scots free throws. Courtney Lee misses that jumper terribly, and a foul here against Belhaven is going to put Ruthie Moore at the line. It's on Reagan Buchanan, that's her second. And we're going to have a media timeout. 7:07 remaining third quarter. It's an 11-point game. The Scots looking good in the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up when we come back. Ruthie Moore at the line for 2 after Belhaven went over the foul limit. First free throw rolls in. Ruthie Moore, 5'7" senior guard from Lawrence, South Carolina, one of the best rebounders in the conference. And rolls in that free throw also. So the deficit is now 9 as the Scots have made it a single-digit lead for Belhaven. Another loose ball, Ruthie Moore with a poke away. Scots on the run. Ruthie Moore misses Kirsch, now finds Kirsch, open, three-pointer. Didn't miss the backboard by much as Buchanan draws the foul on the other end. Trying to say didn't miss the rim by much. That shot from Kirsch was way off. McIntosh back in the game for Kirsch. Kirsch with 11 points on 4 of 10 shooting today. Reagan Buchanan, 4 points, an assist and a steal today for the Blazers. Drains her first free throw. Second free throw rolls out, but Burgess corrals the offensive board. Another chance for Belhaven here. Courtney Lee, the crossover, fading away, hook shot is good. And Belhaven now starting to find their stroke from the field here in the third quarter. 12-point lead and now a steal here. Lee, nice bounce pass, Shantasia John finishes with the left hand, and Belhaven quickly back up by 14. And Coach Sky Bareford is not happy about it and wants a timeout. So the Scots cut it to 9 early in the third quarter, but Belhaven has gotten a little run going, and it's now a 14-point game, 6:16 remaining third quarter. Scots with the ball after Belhaven got a little run, a 5-0 run in the last 53 seconds have put them back up by 14. Scots cut it to 9 at one point, and we'll need to find that rhythm again here. Kirsch crosses over, finds Rouse, baseline jump shot is good. Megan Rouse, who normally doesn't shoot a lot of jump shots, is perfect from the field, 4 of 4, and makes it a 12-point game. And now another steal for the Scots, Abby Witt, but Kirsch bounces it off of her foot. Caldwell somehow finds it. McIntosh the three, that doesn't fall, and the Scots are unable to save it. But they did touch it after the ball was already ruled out of bounds. Shantasia John doesn't understand. Kirsch trying to feed it inside to Caldwell, and Burgess stepped in front and knocked it away. .5:35 remaining third quarter. Belhaven leading 46-34. Rouse to McIntosh. They get to Witt in the post. Witt, quick turn and finish. Abby Witt now starting to get in on the offense. Getting a couple of buckets here. 10-point game. Quickly back the other way. Short hook shot, a couple of tries, and now potentially a third try. Third time is the charm for Hale Poindexter as she finally gets it to go. 5 minutes and counting. 12-point lead for Belhaven. Kirsch trying to drive right and a blocking foul against Belhaven's Buchanan. That's her third. So Buchanan and Gaydon with 3 personals each. Amanda Neff and Ruthie Moore and Ella Grace Squires are going to come in for the Scots. And Ebony Gaydon is going to come back in the game for the Blazers. Remember, the Blazers are over the foul limit, so any foul the Blazers have will give the Scots 2 free throws, just as Kirsch is doing here. Kirsch trying to make it a 10-point game again, and she does. Kirsch now up to 13 points on the day. 4:46 remaining, 48-38. Blazers on top here in the third quarter. Lee driving left, stops, kicks it out Gaydon, who's open, and the jump shot is good. Ebony Gaydon, 9 points and 7 rebounds. Belhaven back up 50-38. McIntosh trying a three. That doesn't go. Rebound Shantasia John, who gets tied up with Cassette Kirsch. Jump ball. And it will remain Belhaven basketball. Here comes Savage back in the game for the Scots. McIntosh will sit down. McIntosh now just 1 for 7 from the field. 3 points and 5 assists. Lee wide open, nice move. Can't finish though. And Ruthie Moore has the board. Neff had an open jump shot, elected not to take it, and Kirsch traveled. So Belhaven gets the ball back, leading by 12 with 3:48 remaining, third quarter. Burgess over to John. John fakes the jump shot, finds Burgess open in the lane. Basket no good, but a foul. So Burgess will head back to the free throw line. Foul is on Kirsch. That's her first. Burgess 12 points, 8 rebounds, 4 of 7 from the line so far. Will shoot a couple of free throws. On the year, Burgess just a 50% free throw shooter. And now 4 of 8 from the line, so right at her season percentage. Burgess knocks in the second one. 13-point lead for Belhaven. McIntosh and Rouse back in there for the Scots. Squires and Neff come out of the game. So it's McIntosh, Ruthie Moore, Breezy Savage, Megan Rouse, and Cassette Kirsch. Kirsch kicks it out to Savage in the corner. Rouse unable to get past the defense of Poindexter, and another turnover. Shantasia John 1-on-4, goes right inside, scores, and the foul. Foul is on Karis McIntosh, that's her third. And Shantasia John, who had a pretty quiet first half, gets that one to go, and she can get in double figures in scoring if she makes this free throw here. And she does so successfully. 10 points for Shantasia John to go with her 6 rebounds. Belhaven has had a very multi-pronged scoring attack today. Savage, quick turnaround is good. Breezy Savage, who does not shoot a lot of post-up jumpers at all, as Gaydon travels at the other end. (54-40), Belhaven on top, 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Rouse at the elbow. Kirsch in the corner. Didn't like the look from 3, gets it back to Witt. Savage up top. 10 on the shot clock. Ruthie Moore unable to find a lane and throws it away, intended for Kirsch, stolen by Gaydon. Gaydon crossover, spin move inside, and goes to the other side of the basket and lays it in nicely there to put Belhaven up 16. So the Scots' turnover woes continuing to haunt them in this third quarter. And Belhaven leads 56-40 with 2:12 remaining in the third quarter. Covenant ball trailing 56-40, 2:12 to go, third quarter. Ruthie Moore, Abby Witt, Cassette Kirsch, Breezy Savage, Megan Rouse are the 5 out there for the Scots. Abby Witt wide open in the corner. Kirsch missed it. Finds an open Ruthie Moore on the other side. Thought three-pointer misses. Rebound Lee. Gaydon outside to Courtney Lee. Lee using the Poindexter screen. Gets it to Gaydon. Burgess going right at Rouse. Misses the layup. Poindexter the offensive rebound. Can't put it back, and Ruthie Moore has her 7th rebound. Minute and a half to go, third quarter. Still a 16-point lead for the Blazers of Belhaven. They go to Rouse in the post. Rouse traveled as she tried to step around Poindexter, who has a few inches of height advantage over Rouse. Poindexter, 6'2" junior from Houston, Texas. Rouse stands 5'11". Belhaven in no hurry, 1:07 to go, third quarter, 15 on the shot clock and counting. So they will probably go under a minute to go before a shot is taken. Burgess right at Rouse again and scores. So it's an 18-point lead for Belhaven. Rouse at the free throw line, trapped by 3 defenders, gets it out to Savage. Kirsch now trapped and gets tied up. Ball's gonna stay with the Scots. 37.6 left on the game clock in the third quarter. Scots will send in a fresh 5. McIntosh, Caldwell, Neff, Squires, and Alyssa Moore. So the Scots have 15 seconds on the shot clock with which to work. Inside to Caldwell they go. Caldwell missed the layup. Shantasia John just barely saved that. Errant pass goes right inside and throws up a wild shot, and it does not fall, but a foul. Goes on Amanda Neff. That's her second. So 2 free throws for Shantasia John. 2 of 3 from the line so far today. Puts in the first free throw. And the second. 29.7 left on the game clock, so the shot clock is off. 20-point Belhaven lead. The Scots at one point had cut it to 9 early in the third quarter, but Belhaven has taken over since then. 15 on the game clock, nice find. Gaydon, other side of the basket, no. Gets her own board, scores, and the foul. What a third quarter turnaround the Blazers have had. Alyssa Moore with the personal. Belhaven with a chance to go up by 23. The Scots had outscored the Blazers for majority of the third quarter. There will be no shot, a violation called on Poindexter. Belhaven now has outscored the Scots 25-21 in this third quarter. And another turnover. McIntosh threw it away. 5.4 on the game clock. Courtney Lee will let it dribble. Picks it up with 4. Now down to 3. John pump fakes, fires away, and misses it to end the third quarter on a low note for the Scots and a high note for the Blazers. So the Blazers, after seeing their lead cut to 9, respond and lead 62-40 here at the end of 3. Ten minutes remaining in this ball game. The Scots are going to need one heck of a run to get themselves back in this ball game. The 22-point Belhaven advantage, 9:53 to go. Kirsch out to Rouse. Didn't like the look on the jump shot. Scots still have plenty of time to set something up. 10 on the shot clock. McIntosh, defended by Gaydon, goes around the Rouse screen. In trouble, gets it to Kirsch. Kirsch goes off the glass and misses. Rebound Poindexter. Shantasia John out to Poindexter. Her jump shot is no good. Offensive rebound Blazers. Scots have been out-rebounded on the offensive glass 19-10 by the Blazers today. McIntosh goes down as Shantasia John, her shot goes down. Megan Rouse with a rejection. Kirsch up ahead to Witt. Witt's pass deflected and stolen. Poindexter hands it back to Lee, who will bring it up. And the Blazers will be in no hurry. Poindexter trying to send it to Burgess inside, and it was deflected out of bounds. So it'll be Blazers ball with 8:32 to go. John to the corner. Courtney Lee goes around the Witt contest. Burgess corrals the loose ball, and a foul against the Scots will put the Blazers inbounding on the baseline. Foul is on Ruthie Moore, her second. Shantasia John off the inbound, hits the three from the corner. Her first three-point make of the game. She's got 15 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple of steals. So John having herself a nice game, although it is still below her season average scoring output, and a foul against the Blazers here. It's on Hale Poindexter. That's her first personal. First team foul against Belhaven. Trying to go to Witt in the post, and another Scots turnover. Shantasia John, Euro steps. What a finish that was. Shantasia John went with a scoop of the left hand and somehow got it to go off the glass and in. What an impressive finish by conference leading scorer Shantasia John. McIntosh with a nice feed of her own. Gets it to Rouse, who was fouled. It's on Poindexter again. That's 2 quick fouls on Poindexter, but those are the only 2 fouls she has gotten today. Savage in the game replacing Kirsch. Ella Grace Squires will check in for Megan Rouse after these free throws. Poindexter will rest. Jordan Jeffries back in the game. Actually, Courtney Lee is subbed out also, so they put in number 30, Tyzeta Lomax, in for Poindexter. Have not seen Lomax today. Junior power forward from Jackson, Mississippi, so a local product for the Blazers. As Rouse misses both free throws, Abby Witt, however, gets the offensive board, scores, and draws the foul. Foul was on Zaire Burgess. Ella Grace Squires now checks into the game. Abby Witt to complete the and one. Cannot do it. And a jump ball. It's going to go to the Blazers as Savage tied up Jordan Jeffries. 7:40 to go. Blazers lead by 25. Witt up top defensively for the Scots here. Shantasia John. Pass tipped, gets to Jeffries. Nice find. Burgess, who lays it in and draws the foul. Foul, I believe, is going to be on Squires. That's the third on Squires. So Squires and McIntosh each with 3 fouls. And Zaire Burgess looking to complete the 3-point play. And she does. So Burgess with 18 points and 9 rebounds today. Squires gets it to Witt. Trying to go to Squires in the post and a foul against Belhaven. It's on Lomax. McIntosh to Ruthie Moore, 10 on the shot clock and counting. Squires out to Witt. Shot clock down to 5 as Moore tried to go up, lost it, just threw it in a random direction, and McIntosh grabs it as the shot clock buzzer expires. So another Scots turnover, their 23rd of the game. Tori Caldwell enters the lineup. Blazers lead 70-42. Shantasia John from the corner misses that 3, but gets her own board, puts up another shot, I should say, and that one is good, and John is up to 19 points. 72-42. Squires back to McIntosh. Savage looking for Witt in the post. They get it there, and Witt's shot misses. Rebound by Lomax. .30-point Belhaven lead here. Burgess to the corner. John open from that corner again, and that has been the corner she has been most dangerous from as she hits her second three-pointer, both of which have been from that corner, and it's a 33-point lead for Belhaven. John with 22 points. And another Scots turnover. Burgess up ahead. And holding is Gaden Wisely. Trying to go to Lomax and another Blazers turnover. Savage open right wing 3 is good. Breezy Savage 8 points and 3 boards now. And it's back to a 30-point game. Under 5 minutes remaining. And barring some sort of miracle, the Blazers, if they can take care of the ball, will probably come away with a win here. Jumper is good from Lomax in the corner, her first basket of this game. Timeout, Skylar Bareford. And we will have our media timeout also. 4:29 to play. Belhaven 77, Covenant 45. This is a presentation of Covenant Scots women's basketball on the Scots Digital Network, powered by EPB Fiber Optics. 4.5 minutes to go. And an opening turnover after the media timeout and a technical assessed to the bench. Delaney Edwards, Scott's assistant coach, assessed a technical. Delaney Edwards, the first-year assistant. Free throw for Elijah Gamble. And Belhaven continuing to extend their lead. Gamble misses the second free throw. So Belhaven has the balls, leading 78-45 after the technical on Scott's assistant Delaney Edwards. 4:20 to play. And Belhaven, in all likelihood, is going to walk away with a win today. Coleman defended by Savage with 10 on the shot clock. Coleman spinning away from the defense but loses the handle, and Squires picks it up. McIntosh finds Caldwell. Back outside McIntosh. Her three is no good. Rebounded by Buchanan. Caldwell with a steal, and a foul is called. It's on Buchanan. That's her fourth. Amanda Neff in the ball game. And Shantazy Franklin will check in for Buchanan, who just picked up her fourth foul. That puts the Blazers over the limit. 3:38 remaining. Caldwell at the line for two. Caldwell puts in the free throw, and she has scored her first point of the game. Savage nearly stole it. Coleman a little shaken up after that Savage steal attempt. Lomax defended by Squires. Tried to put up a shot and lost it on the way up, and the Scots get it back. Savage bounce pass to Squires. Squires finds herself open inside, but before the basket was scored, there was a foul. So the basket will not count. Tizeta Lomax with her second foul. That'll put Ella Grace Squires, the freshman from Thomasville, Georgia, at the line for two. Squires has been a nice find for Scott's fifth-year head coach, Skylar Bareford. The freshman has been fun to watch this year, has excellent post moves, good awareness in the paint, and is a fortuitous shot blocker. Here's Hannah Edson checking in for Savage. Edson, another freshman from Toledo Bend, Louisiana. Really good shooter is Edson. So Coach Skylar Bareford letting her reserves get some minutes. Sydney Jones now coming to the scorer's table to check in. Edson corrals the loose ball. Neff looking for Caldwell, and it was off of the hands of Caldwell and stolen there by Gamble. With this win, Belhaven will improve to 10 wins. They will have 10 wins and 6 losses on the year, and Steve Calder calls a timeout to put in some substitutions. Scots will also take advantage and put in Sydney Jones and Anna Weston. First time we've seen her play this year. She also checks in. Anna Weston, freshman from Riverview, Florida. Stands 6'1", the tallest player on this roster. So the Blazers and the Scots both putting in some reserves as Weston nearly came away with a steal, but does cause the turnover. So good play by Anna Weston. Blazers send in a new sub, Kaisha McNeely, freshman, 5'11", from Montgomery, Alabama. 2:10 remaining. Belhaven leads by 30. Sydney Jones in the post. Gets held, trying to turn towards the basket. It's on Franklin, 5'10" sophomore from Van Cleve, Mississippi. So Sydney Jones will get a chance to get a couple of points at the free throw line. Jones, a sophomore from Brazelton, Georgia. First one short. Sydney Sandhoff, another freshman addition from Tampa, Florida, also getting set to check in here. Jones makes free throw number 2. Caldwell comes out of the game. Sydney Sandhoff in the game. So the Scots have a very tall front line here. Jones 5'11", Sandhoff 6 foot, and Weston 6'1". Amanda Neff out guarding, and Neff stands 5'10". Hannah Edson 5'3". So a very tall lineup out there for the Scots. 1:43 to go and a turnover as Weston comes away with a steal. Neff on the left wing. Shot clock down to 10 as Neff drives and gets called for a double dribble. Another Scots turnover, 27th of the game for the Scots. Scots averaged 22 turnovers a game. They had only 16 yesterday, and that was also helpful in helping them beat Huntingdon by 1 point. But their turnover woes today are one of the factors that will ultimately cost them this game as Weston gets the rebound. Under a minute to go, 53 seconds and counting. 78-49 Belhaven. Weston finds Sandhoff, who just barely corralled that pass. Weston, open jump shot, doesn't get the roll. Ball loose, Sandhoff picks it up. Actually, that was Neff who picked it up and nearly made the layup. Loose ball on the floor, and finally Belhaven comes away with it. Shantazy Franklin. Shot clock is turned off, and Belhaven's Jaden Coleman will dribble the clock out. 15 and counting. And that is going to do it. Coleman doing the sportsmanlike thing, not trying to pour it on. It's going to be a 29-point win for the Belhaven Blazers. They improve to 10-6 and 6-3 in conference play. Covenant Scots fall to 5-11, 2-4 in conference play. And after that emotional 66-65 victory over Huntingdon yesterday, the Scots fall short today, losing to Belhaven 78-49 here at Barnes PE Center. Hope you'll stick around. Covenant men's basketball will come up shortly. They will also play Belhaven, and we hope you will stick around and tune into that presentation. We'll have all the coverage for you here on this same network. Thanks to all the crew who assisted with today's game. Andrew Davick doing the music and shot clock, Solomon Crouch doing the scoreboard, Christopher Wright doing the book for us, Stephen Ty spotting for our statistician Riley Howe, Maggie Scarf running the camera for us. And we will have a short intermission, and then the men's game will start right after that. Thank you for tuning into this presentation of Covenant Scots women's basketball. We'll be back next week as the Scots will be at home a week from today against Piedmont, and they'll also have an away game on Wednesday at Berea. Again, your final score, Belhaven 78 and Covenant 49.